So a few days ago I made a video about Pixel Piece coming back, and if y'all haven't seen that video, I was very negative about Pixel Piece because they showed us two showcases which really have nothing to do with the problems of Pixel Piece. Because for those that don't know, visuals were never a problem with Pixel Piece. It was actually the only thing they had good. They did have good graphics, but the actual gameplay was terrible and they had to shut down the game. But a few hours ago, Pixel Piece uploaded what we should have gotten initially, which is a video actually going over what they've changed about the core gameplay mechanics, and it actually showed us some pretty good progress in this video. For those that don't know, Pixel Piece was missing so many things in the game that they didn't even have a marine and pirate system within the game, which is crazy that a One Piece game didn't have that, but now they do. I don't have the screenshot on me, but a while ago they said they'd be adding marine and pirate based progression, so you'd have different progression paths to go through, which they seem to actually have now. I'll put the clip on screen, but basically now that you become a marine, you could then talk to the marine based guy and they'll give you a quest, which doesn't sound that crazy, but that's a big upgrade from what we had before. I hope the quest doesn't entail just beating bandits, and hopefully they've actually revamped the progression system a bit to not have as much bandit beating and maybe have some more different quests that are actually unique and fun. Or maybe give pirate and marine progression a completely different progression system than just, normal levels. For example, maybe you do the marine quest and then you get honor and then you rank up in the marine system, but obviously you're gonna have to add some sort of rewards for this to actually be important. So maybe like a buster call or some sort of items. I mean, obviously I don't know what exactly they could do and would do, but they would need to add some sort of rewards to even make it a point to actually do the marine progression. Obviously they also did the same thing for pirates. It is a bit different. They added some like cool doorway thing you can walk in, which I guess is kind of cool, but it kind of defeats the point that they told us where it is. So I mean, it's just kind of visually cool, I guess, and it makes it feel kind of cool. But what I noticed that's pretty concerning is there might actually only be marine progression and no pirate progression. And the reason I say this is in the marine base you go and pay to become a marine, but then you could go and talk to a different guy which gives you marine quests. Compared to for the pirates, there's just one guy and he gives you a quest to become a pirate. You didn't actually have a quest to become a marine. You see the difference? So it is a possibility that there is only one pirate quest, and if that is the case, then I don't know why you would become a pirate. Maybe there is some sort of separate benefits. I know they did say once you are a pirate or marine, you can't turn PvP off. It is possible that they maybe changed this since then, but they haven't said if there's any exact benefits for picking pirate over marine or vice versa. But to become a pirate, it does cost more money. Does this mean there's going to be more benefits? Not necessarily. It might just be because most people generally want to pick pirate, so they want to make it easier to become a marine, so more people are encouraged to pick marine. They did also announce in this video that dungeons will be finally coming to Pixel Piece. For those that don't know, dungeons were supposed to come on Pixel Piece's release. In fact, the game got delayed for dungeons to come on release, but dungeons still never came, and then they were supposed to come on update 1, and they also didn't come on update 1, but we might finally be getting them. We already have some gameplay of what dungeons will be looking like. From what we have seen so far, it does seem like dungeons will just be like GPO dungeons, pretty much an exact replica. They do have multiple maps too. It seems like we've seen 2 maps so far. There probably is more, or it might be more, I don't know, but this will actually help Pixel Piece a lot more than you might think, because Pixel Piece has no replayability. Once you hit max level, there's nothing to do. Now there's probably another way to farm for fruits. They didn't say what the reward will be for dungeons, but I imagine it will be fruits most likely, since it seems to be similar to GPO dungeons. But that's pretty much what they've shown us so far. But is this really enough to make a difference for Pixel Piece? And I would say yes and no at the same time, and the reason I say this is because the game does seem like it will be a lot better of a game. I mean, they didn't do nothing during these 2 months. They did show us some actual decent progress that they've made, but at the same time you got to realize what their competition is looking like. Looking at GPO update 8 and RLCs, they both look way more promising than Pixel Piece if we're keeping it real. In my last video I said that it's pretty likely that Pixel Piece doesn't have that much of a future on Roblox, and that I wouldn't be surprised if this is the last update it gets, and I still pretty much stand by that if I'm being real here. But I do think Pixel Piece is actually a much better game than it was before, at least if what we're seeing actually is what's going to be in game. And if they do re-release Pixel Piece pretty soon, I do think it will perform really well, because Roblox is so dry right now. People will play this game, and I will too. I'm gonna be real, there's really nothing to play on Roblox right now. But once the GPO update releases and RLCs releases, I can't see a world where people are genuinely picking Pixel Piece to play over GPO or RLCs, especially since I don't think Pixel Piece will have that much content in it, even though they have done a pretty decent job so far. And like I said, it's not like they don't have competition. RLCs are going to be getting weekly to monthly updates, which is something I just don't see Pixel Piece being able to compete with. But with all that being said, I do think it's still good to give Pixel Piece their flowers when they are doing good. You feel me? Like, I'm not going to be negative when they are showing us some actual decent progress. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this game actually has a future on Roblox? Because I'm not confident about it. But if y'all enjoyed, I appreciate it if y'all would subscribe. I keep y'all updated. Y'all feel me? I'll let y'all know. So I appreciate it. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Love y'all again. Love y'all double today. Thank y'all. Later.